Okay, here's the access road coming up. The property line is down there a bit, so you got all this over here, but just want to show you sort of like the neighborhood. It's like neighbor woods. Everything's really private, super spaced out, really nice. This is the access to the property, and I'm really liking the woods here. Really healthy, deciduous forest. A lot more diversity and a lot wetter than the last property we looked at. I'm excited to check this one out. This looks really cool. And you can't see it right now, but like this property is gonna have an amazing winter view. I mean, like a 360-degree winter view. We're just past like the leaf out, so you can't really see it, but oh, there's a flame of Celia. But so the one thing you'll notice on the maps too is this property is upstream of, which is a good thing it's upstream, but it is the neighboring property is the Reichman chickens. So you can actually see the chicken houses from the very like corner of the property. And I sort of feel like I hear maybe fans. There's like a very faint rushing, it almost sounds like water, but I think it's maybe fans from the chicken houses. So check that out on the aerial. But the creek is upstream, and the Reichman eggs is surrounded by a huge, like 50 acres of forest, and they've only got a footprint of, I don't know, I think it's like 10 or 15 acres. That's where the actual chicken farm is, and it's surrounded by a forest. And they were talking about doing an easement on that forested property at one point, but I do know they have said they don't have plans to do anything with that surrounding forest acreage, but just keep it as a buffer. But that is kind of only the one thing that's a little bit wonky about this property, is having those, like a chicken farm close by. But it is so gorgeous up here. This might be worth the money. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, there's like a bunch of trout lilies. All this is like trout lilies. Okay, this is where there's a little branch comes into the bigger creek right here. It's sort of like a wetland area, huh? Wow. That is gorgeous. Oh my. Be careful. So nice. Okay, wait, there's another, okay, so is the property line, like, I know it kind of cuts, it follows that branch up there, and then it cuts away from the branch, so you've got some nice flat property down here, but thinking maybe it goes from here. Let's follow this flagging. Where is this going to? I gotta check the maps, but this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I mean, okay, I just checked the map, and I'm pretty sure all of that creek frontage that we were just on is on the property. The actual, like, the corner of the property makes an L, and the entire L of the creek is on the property, which is really amazing. So they've got this flagging tape along the creek, but actually it looks like the plat reads that the center line of the creek along that whole L is the property boundary. So you got a lot of really nice creek if you go with this property. Now it looks like there was a big log jam here, and so some of the banks have some erosion in it, and it possibly like a long time ago, because it's really recovered well. There is some like historical sign that there must have been cattle back in here. So you do have like a little bit of bank erosion going on. Not anything like extreme, but you can kind of see there. Oh, and that about fell in. So I'm gonna keep going up the creek. It smells so good. That log jam back there actually may have been from a beaver. I just saw some beaver teeth marks. Wow. Okay, I'm wondering where. No, it keeps going. So we're still on the property, it appears. Okay, this must be the big L in the property line. So I'm seeing the creek bending quite a bit. Oh my gosh, so cool. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Solomon seal. There's some of that matte, like kind of bigger erosion type stuff. I don't see anything upstream that would be causing this sort of erosion, other than, like I said, just like historical. There's a little bit of invasives. More trout lilies, so gorgeous. Foam flower. All right, so this is the big L. So the property line goes up that way some more. Let's see, I'll walk all the way to the end of the creek property. Oh, that's crazy looking. Oh, this might have made some issues with erosion. Wow. So cool. Now, let me double check the maps, because I don't see property markers anywhere now. I mean, you're just so tucked back in here. Like, there is no way, there's very little chance that someone else is gonna be back in here other than, so there's 2 other properties that have ownership for this creek between this property and Forest Service. So I think there's 2 other parcels that have some of this creek, but like, so the people on those properties coming down to their creek, you may see someone back here, but other than that, like, you're not gonna have anyone coming back here. I mean, I've lived in Cherokee County my entire life, and I've never seen this part of Taylor's Creek. I've only ever seen where it comes into the Valley River. So, I mean, super secluded back here, but yet so easy to get to. It's just a private road that you're not going to have the public ever coming on. So cool. Okay, so this is sort of where we came in, like we started up here, the trail kind of comes down to here, and they pop out. This is Taylor Creek, all of Taylor Creek frontage. So this whole area is pretty well like flat and really, really beautiful. I think I'm standing right about here right now.